back to the channel. Diergo207 with you guys, coming at you today with a bit of a new live series I'm starting. We're going to be operating each flight for CanME Racing here in X-Plane. We're going to be operating it kind of bouncing around in our new company aircraft, the King Air 350. So today we're operating from Daytona Beach, Florida, after I believe is the Napa Auto Care 300, as well as our truck race. And we're going to be heading up to Rockingham to prepare ourselves for the second race. So kind of eager to see how this will go. This aircraft predominantly is going to be used for mostly, I want to say, the Busch Series races. We'll have to figure out exactly how we'll do truck races if they're not coinciding at the same track. Excuse me. But we're here. We're on the ramp. We are taking this back a little bit. It is Monday, February 19th, 2001 here. We were supposed to leave yesterday to start getting up to Rockingham to kind of get ourselves ready after the Daytona 500. Well, I'm sure as some of you who might know, we didn't end up leaving. We were due to leave about 7:30 after the race was done. We delayed ourselves out until about 8 o'clock to kind of see if we could get any update on the driver of the number 3 car, Dale Earnhardt. But unfortunately, we ended up canceling our itinerary for the day after we learned of his passing after his crash in the final lap of the Daytona 500. So the show, unfortunately, must go on. So we are going to start heading up to Rockingham here. And let's go ahead and hop in real quick. So we're actually going to pull ourselves outside the airplane. A little unrealistic, but that's fine. We can float. So here we are at the King Air. We're outside on the ramp. Worked around these airplanes a lot in the IRL when I was working the ramp in Portland. They're okay. I didn't like fueling them, and I'll show you why, but let's go ahead and get over here. Yep, so I was like staying right about here. So nice little airplane. Airfoil Labs did a wonderful job on this aircraft. The sights, the sounds, the clickable regions and stuff. So let's climb on in and get ourselves ready here. Looking lovely back here. Good, nice interior, so it's high-tech stuff for 2001. So this is going to be the business end of the aircraft. You can see a pretty straightforward display. A lot of old steam gauges and stuff like that. And of course we have our electric PFDs and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and hop in. We're already a little late for what I wanted, so I'm going to throw the flight plan up there at the top, or at least what we're expecting. So heard something. Anyways, so let's go ahead and we're going to slide ourselves back a little bit here and kind of get a better view for what I'm a little more accustomed to. Like that, we'll set it. Perfect. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull the flight control lock off. Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it does that. Wait, hold on. That's kind of cool. That was a neat little animation. I like that. Anyways, sorry. I'm just over here. So let's go ahead and start our pre-flight inspection. So let's just start getting the aircraft prepared and ready to go, because we're already a little late. We were supposed to be out of here, I think, at we were supposed to be out of here at 1:45. It's now 1:50, so we're a little behind the schedule. But exterior power is off and reset. Verified. Exterior. Alright, so now we gotta head outside the aircraft. So we'll head outside. So left engine intake prop exhaust covers. So we gotta take this off. Get the intake. Go ahead and check the engine while we're here. It's looking good, no bird's nests. Looking wonderful in there. That is fine. Perfect. So we'll come around. So I'll show you one reason why I don't particularly like this airplane. So when fueling, and we'll get the ladders out here because we're going to have to fuel this in a little bit, nice little feature that I liked. The gas tank is here, so when fueling you had to kind of rest here, and this wing is slick. So trying to kind of get the hose up here, keep it from resting on the ice boot, and then also trying to fuel it looking in here and not sliding off the wing was like a monumental task, and should be an Olympic sport, honestly. So I hated it. Alright, so right pitot cover, left pitot cover. So we'll come over here. Nose wheel's looking good. We'll get that off. Look inside the engine over here as well. Good. Also no bird's nests in there. Intake. So GPU, we're going to need to start the GPU up, so let's get the GPU out here. Go to the menu real quick. The cool thing is I can hit the button to stop it. I love it. So let's head back up into the aircraft real quick. So I kind of move this out of the way. So continuing the exterior check real quick, just basic look around. Things looking good. Nothing too unusual. No damage to the aircraft. Guys here at Daytona Beach always do a good job. So we'll head back up in the airplane. Alright. So let's see here. So that is that. Cockpit power off check. Control lock has been removed. Parking brake is set. Perfect. Right sidewall circuit breaker panel. Yep, they're all right there. Alternate static air switch guarded and normal. If I remember where the hell that is. It should be fine. See, some switches I don't exactly know where they are in this airplane, just from unfamiliarity. Oh, is that it over there? Yep, there it is. Pilot static air source. Guarded, normal, perfect. Okay, so yeah, it's guarded and normal. Co-pilot right sub panel, check. Instrument panel, check. Center pedestal is looking good. Everything's off. Alright, alternate gear extension handle, I believe is down here. Yep, there it is. Stowed. Trim is set to 0. Should be good right there. Power quadrant is set. Just make sure. Oh, we're in. Oh yeah, ground idle. Overhead panel check. External power. Yep, 28 volts is good. Battery 20-volt minimum. Yep, we got good on the battery, so try not to external power. Pilot's right sub-panel switches. Everything's looking good over here. Yep, good there. Fuel panel switches are set. Circuit breaker, everything is checked in. So let's see. So battery switch, confirm is off. Battery bus switch, emergency, off. There we go. Battery bus switch, normal. Okay. Battery switch is coming on now, so we'll get some power to the aircraft. So we got some annunciator warnings up there. Perfect. So everything's coming online now. I'm going to turn nav lights on. Gen ties, manual close. Flaps are down all the way. External power is set on. Bus sense switches are going to test. Reset normal. Gen tie switch is open. Normal. Inverter switches 2. Inverter 1 is off. Bus transfer. On. Off. Bus transfer. On. Avionics switch is coming on. EFIS power switches are on. So there are those coming online at this point. Emergency lights as required. There, that's set on. Annunciators are going to test. Everything's lit up like a damn Christmas tree. So that's good. Fuel quantity. So we need to actually, while we're here, at this point, we're going to go ahead and fuel the aircraft up. So our flight plan today is calling for 2,311 pounds of fuel. And I can do it here through the menu. I don't want to. So looking at weight and balance, we got, let's see, 1701, so we need 2311 in the plane at this point, so I'm gonna do a little quick math, and this is gonna be where I struggle. So we got 4 tanks. I don't think I really want to add anything to the auxiliary tanks at this point. We're not going very far. So 2311 minus 1701. So we need to add another 610 gallons. They're going to divide it by 2, so that should be like, what, 305? Yeah, 305. So we need to add another 305 pounds to each side. So that'll give us 610. So we're going to fuel the main tanks. I'm going to leave the auxiliaries alone at this point. I don't really think we need to do anything there. They're much smaller anyways, so I don't really see the need to fuel them up. So let's go ahead and head outside the aircraft. We're going to call a fuel truck up, get the stairs out. As we will head outside. You'll see there we got the little Isuzu. There he is. A lot nicer than the one I used to drive, I'll tell you that right now. Everything looks familiar though, I love it. So we're gonna head down here. Gonna walk under the wing. My old boss will be yelling at me with the stall tab. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna ground ourselves down. We're gonna open up this. So one thing we need to do is make sure we set the price correctly. So let me see real quick. this is insane. Hold on, I'm just kind of like looking back at prices. So in 2001, was 77 cents per gallon of jet fuel. That is insane. So we're gonna, I guess, roll this back. According to this, it was 0.77. And then, yeah, not long after 9/11, it went up over $1. And now, hold on, I just want to kind of see jet fuel in Florida. It cost about $3 something. That's crazy. Alright, so yeah, 305 is going into the wing tank, so what we'll do is click that up and... Oh wait, we can't do that. So yeah, we're gonna just top it off, I guess. Oh wait, that's gallons. Hold on a second here. Jane. Ya dingus. Let's calm ourselves down here for a second. Let's calm ourselves down. We had a little miscalculation of what we needed to do. So that's in gallons, I need pounds. So 305 pounds to gallons, because I'm an idiot. Comes out to 36.54 gallons. So we need to add 36.54. It is 73.08. Okay, we did the math now. I'm not an idiot entirely, so. I can be an idiot sometimes, I'll tell you that. This is why we're learning, I guess. So. Almost there. Perfect. 36.5, so 28 bucks so far. I said it was at 73.0, so we'll close this up. And while we're here, I'm gonna come around. I did want to take a look at the oil real quick. Looks good. So we'll head over this way. Head around the airplane. So ground ourselves. Alright, so 73.0. That'll round us off here. Perfect. Alright, so we are refueled entirely to what we need. So we'll check that here in a minute. Check the oil on this side. Looks good. Alright, let's get ourselves back in the aircraft. We can go ahead and get the bill here and send that up to, how much was it to fuel up the aircraft? It was $56 just to get us a little bit of fuel, so not bad. Would never fly nowadays. Alright, so he'll go away. Alright, so let's get the checklist back up. So, fuel firewall valves. I don't see a firewall valve. Anyways, boost pumps are coming on. Fuel firewall valves. Where are those? We're learning the plane together. We will come back to that. Anyway, auxiliary fuel up, pressure. So we're getting up to 16,000 a day, so I need to tune this for 16,000, to which, yeah, so we'll be about there. Yeah, so we should be good on that note. Oxygen mask is here. Gear handle lights test. Yep, so that's good. Hydraulic fluid sensor button. Right, that's good. Landing gear warning. Stall warning, let's see. Ah, there it is. And then stall warning. Okay. Overspeed warning. Fuel quantity, check main. Alright, so we got about 900-ish auxiliary. We got about a little over 225 on the left. Looks like about 2 something, 220 on the right. Alright, boost pumps are off. Yep. Oh, I already did that. What are you doing on about? Okay. Cabin differential warning. Okay. Cabin altitude warning. Perfect. Fire detection test. That's going to be... Alright, so let's do that again. Alright, cool. Sting was perfect. Alright. Electrical trim system check. Ooh, we're getting into some pretty riveting stuff at this point. Alright, so pitch trim switch is on still, so off to on. I'll just do that again. There it is. Cabin altitude warning. Perfect. Trim disconnect switch. Where are you? Where are you? So we're getting closer to departure at this point. Let me come back to this. Rudder boost switch is yaw control test. Rudder boost, there we go. Control yoke, relax. Hey buddy, relax, it's gonna be fine. You'll do okay. Alright, autopilot button engaged. Turn left, right knob. Alrighty. Heading mode engaged. Alrighty, CWS sync button. CWS sync, what? Yoke CWS sync. Pitch sync. Where is that button? Again, there's a lot of buttons in this airplane that I have never particularly used. We'll get back to it. Go around button, push. Oh, I do like a good toga. I do love a good toga. That is the good sound. Anyways, moving along through this checklist, autopilot button engaged. AP trim disc. Okay. Pitot fuel vent stall warning heat switches are on. Oh wait. Anti-ice says Pitot fuel vent stall warning heat switches on. Okay, so that is all on. Ensure Pitot covers removed. Pilot, co-pilot, check each position. Engine anti-ice actuator switch standby. There we go. Engine anti-ice switches to on. Off. To main. Pitot fuel vent switches are all coming off. Good, get to the end. Annunciator's back on there. Trim controls, they are set. So we're gonna set this back as best as we can. Flaps are gonna come down full. Can also verify that too out there. Alright. External light switches are all coming on. To which let's step outside for this. Let's take a quick gander at the lights. Oh, did I want to do that? Oh, okay. So that's a quick check button. Sweet. So we got the tail flood up. You can see a beacon there on the tail, so that's, or the strobe on the tail. I'll never understand why King Air did a white anti-collision light or a beacon instead of a red. Most everywhere else does a red. So I think that's our recognition light. There's our left red nav strobe. Wing lights on, perfect. So our taxi lights are good. Strobe over here is looking great. Now we're just gonna fly up in the air. Yep, so that is on. So we're gonna go back at the plane. Say I walked my happy butt back here. Alrighty. Cockpit fire extinguisher is... where are you at, buddy? Cockpit fire extinguisher. Should be easily accessible. Ah, there it is, behind my co-pilot. Awesome. So this being my first flight with this aircraft, I'm getting familiarized with it. You know, multi-talented. I can race race cars, I can race trucks, and now I fly airplanes. Flight manual check. Yep, cabin pre-flight. So we're gonna turn all these lights off now. That's how no one believes we're starting up here. Cabin light test bright. It looks pretty bright. Dim. Off. Beautiful. I'm gonna leave it on dim for now. Tray tables are stowed. Yep. Forward emergency exit signs. Test. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Yeah, it'll be fine if we have an emergency. Actually, it's required. Yep. So we haven't loaded anything yet. Left side cabin windows check. Yep. Flaps. Oh, so we did. Yeah, we did all this already. We were out there. Yep. Skip did this, so... Alright, and now we're off to before engine start. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and load up the guys. We're going to get them in here. So we got 3 of the people. We got Ricky Craven, we got Tim Lexington. He's going to be joining us up in Rockingham. Whoa. Did a little spin there. That was nice. So Tim Lexington's coming with us, and then Ricky Craven as well as Allison Cloutier. So we got 3 people on board this airplane today. And then myself. So we're gonna... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So I'm up the front. We're gonna have Allison behind me. She's about... Then Craven and Tim, they're about 410 together. And then we got about 301 pounds of baggage at the back of the aircraft, so right on the money. Right on the money. Ooh, and I was right on the money there, not bad. Pretty even spread. So that is that. So what we're gonna do real quick is I would like to load up the flight plan today. So we're going Daytona Beach to Richmond County Airport. So that's my call sign, or well. There we go. Let's pull up the weather here for Daytona Beach. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Avitab. Come to here. Dab. Let me see. So it's on 120.05. So let's switch over to that. Is what it is here in Daytona Beach, correct? Let's see. Yeah, 120.05. Am I missing something? Strange. Let me see. I just want to tune into a frequency real quick that I... So, Atlanta Center 132.975. We will have to talk to them. A bit of a loss on this one. Makes me nervous. We're gonna say we got the weather, or let's just go ahead and meter it. So wind 070 at 14, 10 statute miles, few clouds 3,000, overcast 6,500, temperature 2 poor, dew 0.19, altimeter 3012. So we'll set that real quick. 3012. Perfect. Tune back to 122.8. Makes me a little nervous that we won't have radios. I might fly offline for this then. Anyways, so 070 at 14, so we're departing runway. Let me see here. Runway 7. We could probably get off 7 right. We're going to take 7 left. Probably going to depart from November 3. So we don't have to go all the way down. So we'll probably depart from November 3. So, yeah, we'll do that. So November 3. So departure runway 07 left. And the route we're taking today, we're going to be heading to, let me see, we're going to be direct to Oman V3, then SSI, and then it's going to be a straight shot to Richmond County. So let's copy in that flight plan real quick. Check my audios real quick. We're going to be heading to C-ANME. Okay. Not sure if the music was too loud or not, but... Alright. So we're going to be going OMN. Victor 3 airway to SSI, and then we'll be arriving into RCZ. They only have an RNAV 32 approach. So be figuring that out, which way we're going to be coming in to there. RNAV was still, I think, pretty new at this point. Not entirely sure. But let's go back here to RCZ. Yeah, it's runway 32 and 14. There's a turf runway. Got about 5 and some change to get into here, so that's not terrible. So yeah, we got everyone should be loaded back there. Got our luggage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back here, close the door, because no one else can bother to. Alright, so that is good. The latches are green, so that means we're closed. So we are getting close to engine start now. So we'll pull up the checklist. For engine start, exterior condition. It is conditioned. We are definitely conditioned. We're an hour late. Air stair door is locked. Cabin loading is secure. Passenger briefing. So guys, we're taking off in an airplane. That's it. Good luck. If we crash, you're good. We briefed them. Cool. Emergency instrument lights, nighttime. As required. Parking brake is set. Verify. Perfect. Control locks have been removed and stowed. Perfect. Oxygen system pre-flight has been completed. So we're good there. Pilot's gyro. If I could keep speaking, that'd be great. It is slaved. Standby horizon is good. It's down there, it's good, it's all set. So we are all set there. Battery bus confirm normal. It is on normal. Engine anti-ice is now coming on. Left and right, perfect. Inverters are now coming off. Avionics master is now off. External power switch is now off. Auto feather is now off. auto ignition is off. Landing gear control relay down. Oh, that's actually a plane. Hey guys, we forgot a door. Cool. So that, yeah, that's somebody else that's right next to me. 3542 Foxtrot. So where he's going. Clock control wheel check and set. Local time, yep, we'll set that to local time. External lights, so we're coming on with the beacon. The beacon is now on, so we're gonna go ahead and tell the guys to remove the chocks and give the hand signal. Chocks are gonna be coming out. Our plane's gonna bounce. Ice protection is now all off. Power levers are ground idle. Prop levers are coming full forward. Fuel cutoff on these, perfect. EFIS power is now set to off. Cabin pressure switch is set to pressurize. Yep. Pitch trim is set on. Rudder boost switch is set to rudder boost, perfect. Aux controls confirm push off for manual drop mask, or drop out. System ready, confirm on. Let's see real quick. Yep, it's on, great. Window defog off. Vent blower is set to auto. Yep. Cabin temp mode is set to auto. Environmental bleed is set to low. Yep. Check. Bleed air valves, environmental off. That's right there. Aft blower is set off. Electric heat is off. Yeah, everything's looking good over here, although we shut the inverters off, so that's not, you know. Battery is on. Yeah, got 23 volts, that's good. Cool. Cabin lights are now off. Test, good. Fuel panel standby pumps are off. Cross feed is off. Transfer switches are off, or I'm sorry, set to auto. Circuit breakers are in. Fuel quantity has been checked. So we're going to start with the GPU on this one. Alright, generator ties, nighttime. Manual close, but they're on. Voltmeter, external power. External power switch is coming on. So we got 28 volts on there. Engine anti-ice is still on, so we're good in that department. Turn that off. Left engine start. Alright, so the prop area is clear. Gonna open the window. Clear prop. Alright, here comes left ignition. So we're gonna wait till it hits about 20 and we're gonna increase to low idle. Coming up to low idle. ITT's coming up. There's 600. ITT peaked, so we're all set there. FO pressure is good in the green arc. Fuel flow is good. Left ignition engine start switch is now off. Alrighty, GPU. So we're going to give them the disconnect signal to disconnect the GPU. Alright, so left generator is on. We're going to check that. Yep, we're good on 28 volts there, so perfect. We're running off the left gen. Battery is being charged. Yep, good on the charge there, so that's perfect. Right engine, we are clear over there. Starting right engine. Adding the fuel a little early on this one. Big pull on that. That is a big pull. Good there, so that's all good. So love that sound. I love that sound. Was I supposed to go to high idle with that? Oh, I was. Oh well. It started. Alright, so prop, full levers, 1500 minimum. Alrighty, so we are good there. So now we're going to go after engine start. Voltmeter, check that. On that front. Bus sense switch. Generator tiles are coming to normal. Yeah, it's on normal, perfect. Panel cockpit, environmental system set, inverters on and check. Master coming on. So we'll reset that for a second. Flaps are coming up. Flight controls. Alright, so I'm gonna let everything kind of warm up for a second, get back to life.
November 3542, Foxtrot. We're at Shelter. We're going to be taxiing via Whiskey November 1, Daytona Beach.
a sec. Call sign me real quick. Dang it. Daytona Beach traffic. King Air, November Mike Echo, radio check.
Gotcha, King Air, 425 truck.
Thank you much. Have a safe flight.
Cheers.
Perfect. So radios work, so I feel better now. Alright, so we're good on that front, so we will be able to talk to appropriate ATC if need be while we're sitting here. Set for 16,000 feet. AC bus. What's wrong with the AC bus? Oh, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna give that a minute to keep kind of coming online before we start moving. I just realized, now I know why, what was it, Wheels Up, they take forever. Alright, so we're gonna close this now. Check my volumes. There we go. Just want to make sure my volume is correct and free because this airplane is kind of loud. Alright, so that is online. So that airplane is heading out. Daytona Beach traffic, King Air, Charlie Alpha, November Mike Echoes on the Jet Aviation ramp, taxiing runway 07 left via Whiskey, November 3, Daytona Beach. Alright, so we're heading out. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the taxi light. Make sure we're all set before we start doing that. Alright, so we'll do the run up here once we get there. Alright, so let's very strange behavior. my plane likes to dance. Okay. So I have to use prop beta here a little more. So that's Cessna. I don't see him. We're gonna cheat. Oh, he's going all the way down. He's using the whole damn thing. So yeah, we're only about an hour late. Actually, we are exactly an hour late. So there's the speedway, right over there. That's how close we are to Daytona. Use the prop bait just a little bit to keep us going. So I was kind of getting an idea of what we need to be doing as we get to the run-up. So let's see, November 4, so the next one is November 3. Alright, so let's start our run-up. So nose wheel is centered. Park brake is set. Autopilot is checked. Pitch trim is set to takeoff position. Pitch trim switch off, on. Ice protection check. We're gonna set.
Daytona Beach traffic, Central Skyhawk November 3542, Foxtrot. We're gonna be departing runway 7 left to the southwest of 8000, 40 Foxtrot.
Engine anti-ice on. Auto ignition. Power lamp is idle. Auto ignition switch is arm. So 17% torque. Windshield anti-ice high. There he goes. Watch him take off for a sec. That's cool. Anyways, idle off than normal. Electrothermal prop de-ice, check. Automatic prop de-ice switches are set to auto. Prop de-ice, hold in the manual position. Alrighty. De-ice ammeter. Perfect. Just switch off. All right. Condition levers are going to high idle. Pneumatic pressure. Let's see, single cycle and release. All right. Hold manual. Please condition levels back to low idle. Rudder boost is set to rudder boost. Prop levers are full forward. Prop governor test switch. Alright, that's relay switch is set to normal. Set to take off. Just gonna get through this. Schematics vacuum, yeah. Prop feathering. Check. Alright, prop sync is coming on. Good. Alright, final items. Leader valves are set to open. Great. Leaves as required. We'll set that to normal. Electric heat is off. Aft heat as desired. Aft blower as desired. Generator loads. Good. Meters good. 0 to 10. Exterior lights. So we're gonna go strobes. Ice. Landing. Perfect. Pitot heat is on. Ice protection as required. Make sure stall warnings set on. Auto feather is set to arm. Ignition arm. Headings. So we're going to set to runway heading once we line up, which will be 070. Where's full forward? Set altitudes, perfect. I am not restarting 2001, no. I'm actually flying in 2001. We're heading to Rockingham now. We're doing a little side series with the race, so... Let me just double check here. So we're going to be getting ready for takeoff, heading direct to Ormond Beach VOR. Due to the beach traffic, King Air... Mike Echo, departing runway 07 left to the north, direct to Ormond Beach, VOR, Daytona Beach. Alrighty, check final. Final looks clear. No one announcing their arrival, so we're gonna kick the brakes off. Gonna roll out onto the runway. Ride those brakes just a little bit. Alrighty. Gonna sync the heading. Are set. Oh, well, this is flight number 1. Alright, here we go.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive. 60 knots.
Keep it on that center line.
V1. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. V2.
We are airborne.
Attitudes check. Gear indicates up. Flaps indicates up.
And we are airborne. Alright, returning to the north. Get a good view of Daytona International Speedway as we turn. So there's the track behind us. Alright, so let's start cleaning this airplane up. Where are we heading? Then we're gonna do IAS climb. Alright, yep. Attachments, deleted, compression, climb, differential. Yep, alright, so we're good there. Can turn taxi light off. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, so it's Monday the 19th. It's day after the 500. We stayed in town to watch the 500. And we were supposed to depart yesterday after the 500 ended, but we stayed after learning the news of Dale Earnhardt. Yep, we stayed in town for the 500 because, you know, big event. It's kind of the opening day for NASCAR, so we wanted to see what was going on, join the festivities, and we were due to depart last night at 8, or yesterday, Sunday the 18th at 8. We didn't. We ended up staying to learn, you know, see if there's any information about Dale Earnhardt, and we found that the news canceled our flight, and now we're begrudgingly heading up to Rockingham so we can get ready for the next race. Wondering how I changed that. Let's see here. Well, we're heading in the right direction, I hope. We are not. Okay, cool. So let's make a manual left turn. There we go. Now it's heading in the right direction. So yeah, for whatever reason we were out over the water. Yep, yeah, we were in the infield. And we can go ahead and shut landing lights off and the ice. There you are, Fly. Welcome, welcome. Are we direct to the freaking VOR now? It looks like we are. Okay. Alright, so we are looking like we're kind of en route now to at least the damn VOR. Trying to get this thing to pick up nav 1 at this point. Doesn't seem like it wants to. Trying to figure out exactly how to get it to do that. Yeah, we're here. I'm trying to get something done because I've been not doing many of the things that I want to do. Alright, I'm definitely missing something here. $1,000 to go. So here we are at 16. So come back, let's see, cruise, auto feather, be off. Alright, so let's see what in the world is going on, because the airplane's not tracking the way I want it to, so I might, see real quick. Just doing so, we're going to turn to the north. Alright, now if I would just play the damn video so I could watch. Let's see. Sec. Aha! I figured out something. Haha! We did a thing. Alright, now we're actually en route. It only took us, forever and a Sunday. Alright, so I just needed to hit a button, and that was the button. Cool. Alright, so now we're following the FMC, so we can kind of start focusing on getting the airplane set up. Cabin's a little cold, so we're gonna maybe up the temperature. there's pneumatic pressure as well. Alrighty, so we are definitely en route now, so we're going to go nearby ATC. So Atlanta Center's still online, 132.975. We're going to maybe monitor him on COM 2 for now. Alrighty, so we are nice and airborne. Let's see. So we're still below our transition altitude of 18,000, so we're going to keep the altimeter setting to that. Just turn heading now. Alright, now we are officially on course, so we can turn on the fast seatbelt sign. Don't really have any worry for turbulence at this particular second. Cabin temperature is slowly creeping up, getting a little warmer on the plane now. Just like on some airplanes, you can virtually plug in a headset, make it a little quieter, which I always appreciate. Bag right now, 3 miles out, towards Vedra.
10:30, keep that right 9 going, heading 060, 12 to Roman current. 03, gonna maintain 5,000. Descending 5,000. Southwest still 1144, climb maintain.
Gonna
1144, climb maintain, flight level 370. Up to 370.
turn down the aircraft just a little bit. Didn't work at all, I don't think. But yeah, so I do apologize for the bit of absence here since my last stream. I figured today would be a good way to kind of catch up with you guys as we take a slow flight up to... Actually, I was just segueing into that. So it's been a minute since my last career mode stream. It's been about a month and a half since I streamed the Daytona Busch Series race. I haven't forgot about it. I haven't, you know, wanted to walk away. I've been so busy, and so ran down, I guess you could say, is the right word.
2624, 12 miles
But just first things first, we're gonna stop monitoring. There. Well, I don't have to talk to him. Trying to move into the house was a nightmare. The amount of times it took to try to get the house set back up to move into, everything worked against me. It was always working against me. So it just created for a very rough time trying to transition from my aunt's house back to my house. Plus, there was also just the case of, like, you know, I thought I was moving to Brunswick this year, heading up to be with a certain someone who didn't want to be with me anymore. So it's been kind of dealing with that, and then transitioning back into my childhood home. I left this house because it was in a huge state of disrepair. My mom was technically my landlord, or is technically my landlord still, and wasn't really providing a lot of help. So it was tough, but we made the best we could. We've been really trying hard to get this place reopened back up and such. We've done a great job. Just the electrical panel screwed me over. I think it was the second attempt to move in, first attempt to move in, second attempt, one of the attempts. Tried to move in, the electrical panel just screwed itself up. It broke. I actually got electrocuted. Come to find out, our basement had flooded. Well, I already knew that. Basement flooded about 9 times last year. And my mom had a lot of stuff just down there that was rotting away. And so I was never really able to properly clean up the basement. It was always just wet. And that moisture and dampness that sat down there really ate at the electrical panel and caused the main breaker to short and eventually just break. So I had to get an electrician out here. He was supposed to come. I called one electrician. They said they were going to be at least a month. I called another electrician. They were coming, I think, a week from the... Or I was put on a list, like a, if we're in the area, we'll call you, basically. My aunt had an electrician who works at her place, and he does a lot of great work. And he said he could do it. He would come up. And so he was supposed to come out. He was running late one day. Then he was supposed to come out again the next day. Wouldn't be able to get there for a week. So I got real mad. This was like beginning of November. So it was not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before that. I'm sorry, it was the last 2-3 Wednesdays ago. It was the week of Halloween. I know that. He came out, got the panel fixed. And then it was yeah, not this last weekend, but the weekend before that. I moved in Saturday, my brother moved in Monday, and I've just been busy ever since trying to get the house cleaned up. It is looking phenomenal. The amount of, like, I just feel so good about being here now, and that's just a big improvement to how I was. But it's nice. It's just, now I'm kind of dealing with other things that are going on, because, yeah, okay, the house is starting to get, you know, starting to get the house okay. Work has been, I still love my job dearly, but it has been kicking my butt. It has been really kicking my butt. You know, besides that, you know, we had a bit of an event happen here in Maine. For those who don't know, a few weeks ago, Lewiston, Maine had a devastating shooting. One of the largest, it's in the top 10, I believe, of the largest mass, you know, single mass shootings in the country's history since, I believe, 1947, 1948, since the late 40s. 18 people lost their life. I think an additional, like an additional 10 or more were, or something like that, were injured. The shooter ultimately ended up taking his life, but it was very surreal here for the state of Maine to have our first shooting, and not only that, for it to be so close to home, like so close to home. So it just,
Cruise power.
oh,
Set. Auto feather. Off. Systems check. Complete. Aft blower.
ah,
As required.
what the hell?
Communication and navigation radios.
Ha,
Set. Destination weather. Check. Approach procedure. Consider.
I considered.
Crew briefing. Consider. Landing data. Check. Cruise checklist.
Complete.
Complete.
Oh, I did not know you could do that. Oh, and then you can click. Oh, that's so cool. I love this. Anyways, but yeah, so, sorry, I just discovered a cool feature on my airplane that actually really helps. Anyhow, so, yeah, it hit very close to home, and there has been a lot of nervousness, and it's been very tough for me to talk about it. I was not directly involved. I was not directly affected by any of the events that happened in Lewiston. I don't really know anyone up that way. My friend Lighty, well, my ex-friend Lighty, she lives up that way, and it was tough for me because, you know, I still care about, you know, people like MLA and Lighty, who really probably can't stand the ground I walk on at this point. And it was tough because, yeah, I can't particularly stand them either. And I guess the way I see it is, and I hate to use this word, but I hate both of them. I really don't care about them like that anymore. They're just, what happened hurt, and I hurt them, they hurt me. There was a lot of hurt involved, both sides of it, but as much as I don't care for them, as much as I wish to never see them again, I don't want anything to happen to them. I don't want them dead. They're good people. And so it just really bothered me. And I did reach out to Lighty, probably against my better wishes and probably against better judgment. I probably should just leave her alone from now on. But so I just needed to make sure that she was good. She's okay. She's fine. We didn't really talk much at all, but oops, I punched the microphone. But it is what it is. Just that's been eating on me heavily. I've been noticing it's been a little weird going out into public now and such. Atlanta's still online, or did they get off? Atlanta Center's still online. Gotta be approaching them soon. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I might not have talked to Atlanta. Yeah, I actually shouldn't have to talk to Atlanta. I might have to be outside their airspace the whole time, the way my route's going, so... So yeah, we're gonna hit SSI here in a minute, and then it's gonna be, my sister was born in St. Mary's, Georgia. That's where my dad was stationed in the Marine Corps. Yeah, I probably will once we get up to the 2023 season and stuff like that, if I'm still racing and such, but... But we have a long way to go. Long, long way to go. Like I said, it's been bothering me. I've just, I don't know. It's been very strange. And then just also this time of year, just sun's going down actually right about now. 4 o'clock, it's like at 3:30, it's already getting dark. So it just kind of sucks, you know, it's like it's already getting dark outside. And then my birthday's on Thursday. Just, yeah, not, like kind of like last year, but definitely more this year. I'm just not really looking forward to it. So, it is what it is, you know. The airplane is very warm. Let me climb over here real quick. Let me take a look at that. So it's... I will be 27 on Thursday, so... 26 right now. Sorry, I was like, wait, what time is it? Oh, hi, Toby. You're a cat. Because technically speaking, I think we should have been landing by now. Oh, hey, buddy. How was your nap? Nope, turning 27, so... No, don't butt your head against my throttles. We've learned this lesson. You're a good man, Toby. Well, my driver doesn't actually follow my real age. When I started in the truck series, I was... Oh God, what was I? 17? I forget. I know I wrote it down somewhere. I'll double check. My actual driver doesn't actually follow my real age. So, otherwise... I'd be aging very quickly for... I'd be aging twice a year. So, but I can look up exactly when my driver was born, technically, so, we'll get there eventually. So let's see, did we make our turn after SSI? We did, so we are direct to RCZ now. Still got quite a ways to go. So there's Savannah. Hey, Topes. But yeah, so it's been a little bit of some time since the last stream, and like I said, it's been rough. So we're trying our best. We're doing all we can. I would like to get the next stream done for the racing career. Savannah's, that's Hunter Air Force Base. Uh, 025. Toby, please stop butting into that. You're gonna unplug it, and then I'm gonna be very mad. Thank you. Reset that real quick. Just so I can actually read it. 3026, so a little bit of a higher pressure. But yeah, so I am hoping to get the next race done. Looking at it, I want to say, yeah, so Rockingham is the next race. Our next truck race is at Homestead the day after. Apparently the day after the race in Vegas, we gotta then hightail it from Vegas to Homestead to then then to Atlanta to Darlington. We may end up just commuting on, well, because a lot of our races will still be back here in the east, we might end up not flying to Vegas. Might take a commercial airliner. Which, I mean, I could fly the airliner flight. I do have a lot of older classic airliners, Odin, that I could use to operate the flight. I wouldn't be flying it myself, but in theory, we could definitely do it. Be nice if we had a jet we could operate, but jets are quite expensive. So there is a lake near Columbia. That is where we will be making our descent into Richmond County Airport. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to be able to integrate the flights in between the racing and kind of break up each one of, you know, okay, hey, let's do a race today. Okay, hey, we're gonna do the flight today, and you know, X, Y, and Z. So I think it'll be fun. The flights might take a little more than the race. The races, well, it depends. Each takes so much time. The shitty thing is I don't think my computer had reset real quick before I started this flight. I don't think my card at the top of the screen here, I don't think that I got a chance to save that, so I'm going to have to recreate it. I was thinking, oh crap, I should update the ETA real quick, because we're past that. We're past the ETA at this point, because it is yeah, we should have landed 2 minutes ago, and we are still quite a ways out. The hell is that? Is that an ad? Yep. Yep, so this is a Beechcraft King Air 350. I think it's a Super King Air. Not sure if it's period appropriate. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Yeah, so it's just a King Air 350. Pretty sure it probably is. It's actually a Super King Air. The 72 to present. SN94, so the airplane's been around a little while. So, it is period appropriate. So, I will take it. Yeah, I think we could probably do something like that. We could do something like that for the Beechcraft. Maybe pick up a Beechcraft sponsorship. I want to say... Oh, I ran a Bombardier paint scheme at one point. I was going to say, like, I know I had a Pratt & Whitney, and then I ran a Bombardier paint scheme. So, definitely would like to have some aeronautic themes coming up here soon. Starting to approach some clouds here. Hey, Topes. Oh, he's a good cat. He's the best cat. So getting a little gray up here as we're starting to get closer to... Why are you meowing at me? That was rude. Come here and be a man, be a lab cat. Or okay, or not. See if I care. I care. So yeah, we can definitely pick up different sponsorships and stuff like that, and we can probably run a Beechcraft sponsorship. We're doing on the heat in this airplane right now, looking pretty good over there, so... Yeah, I can't remember if I ever sent that or not. I know it's sitting somewhere on my desktop. Oh, yeah, sorry, I wanted to make a couple modifications to it. I never did get around to it, but probably finish that later on. Now, one thing we could do, I think Allison, our director of competition, I think she has to head back up towards Maine for a meeting. We could push on to Maine this evening. Since, I'm just thinking I don't really have anything to do tonight. We could fly the aircraft a little further and such, so maybe bring it into Portland. No, just something to think about. So yeah, right about over this lake, that was where we're supposed to start down, according to SimBrief. So we'll be getting closer to Richmond County. So looking at Richmond County right now again. So let's go meter KRCZ. Wind is calm, 10 statute miles, clear, temperature 20, dew point -5, altimeter 3033. So, looking here, so we can get rid of Daytona Beach. I'm gonna assume 3-2 is, oh. That's cool, it links me to my account. I'm gonna assume 3-2 is the calm wind. So yeah, we're gonna land 3-2, so we will have a nice kind of Slow roll out to the terminal. There's no taxiway markings here, so I'd like to be off by the turf runway, 22. Kind of that last turn off before you hit the end. We got 5,000 feet to play with. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened between that whole drama and the RFY server. I'm actually debating making my own Discord server for NR 2003 content. Just because I have a few Discord servers that I don't use for anything, so... It's been a smooth flight so far. I mean, it's been a learning curve just because I don't know this airplane. I try and conceptualize a paint design for this livery and such, because I'd like the plane to not be white. Gotta figure out something though. So there's the lake up ahead where we need to really start descending. So let's see if Richmond County has not popped in yet. Yeah, I don't know. I know Sub asked for an invite back to the server. I told him I don't think I can do that. It's not my server. It's not my place to be giving out invites. So, just as a moderator of my another Discord server and such, I don't think that's appropriate for me to do that. So I, like I said, I've been wanting to make my own server and such, and I think I'm going to. Armrest, nice. Plane's fine itself, guys, don't worry. It'd be kind of cool if you could set, like, you know, driver's aggression towards others and stuff like that in NR 2003. Like specific drivers they're a little more aggressive to than others. Was the ignition switch? No, that stays on. Ooh, lag. Something's loading in. There it is. RCZ, Richmond County. So I don't know how far out this is starting my descent. Atlanta went offline? I guess they did. Yeah, you could do that, and I don't know if I will or not, but... Alright, so we're over that lake, and that is going to be our descending point here momentarily. Let's kind of get an idea of how far away we are. We're still quite a ways out. I don't really... Maybe once we're like 50 out, we'll start descending down. let's get the checklist back out real quick.
Pressurization.
So at 100.
Set. Fuel balance.
It is good.
Check. Auto feather. Arm. Ice protection. As required. Window defog.
We'll keep it off for now. It's very dry up here, so
As required.
I think I'm trying to paint schemes for.
Windshield
I don't
defrost.
know. Defrost, don't need it.
As required. Destination weather.
So just looking at it again, it's wind calm, 10 statute, clear, 20 for the temperature, -5 in the dew point, 3033 for the altimeter.
Recheck. Approach procedures.
I'm just making a standard approach, probably make a pattern, maybe a straight-in approach. There is an RNAV, but we ain't gonna use it, so
Recheck and brief.
gonna start descending here.
Cabin sign.
Gonna go to fasten seatbelt.
Consider. Exterior lights.
Don't need to worry about them yet.
As required. Altimeters. Set. Descent or transition checklist. Complete.
Alright, so let's start our descent. We're gonna descend to, let's head down about 5,000. So we're gonna arm the altitude here. Gonna bring the power back. Gonna descend via a certain airspeed. Descend at about 220 knots. So arm the altitude, and we're gonna begin our descent down into Richmond County. Hey, Toby. So I think for 2004, I'd like to bring back the Beechcraft paint scheme and maybe use that, or I'm sorry, the Bombardier paint scheme and use that for Beechcraft because the coloring would be very similar. I really like that paint scheme a lot. But the other ones were very specific to like Pratt and Whitney, which, I mean, we could bring on, you know, but Pratt and Whitney and stuff like that. And then we had a BP scheme because my dad had raced Amoco or Irving, so it wouldn't make sense to bring those schemes in. And so we're going to descend a little quicker than not. Flying over a field right now, I think. No, what are we flying over? SC-27. So it's 3-2. There we go. I can't do that over here. The Beechcraft, or the Bombardier paint scheme I loved. It was really, really nice. descend a little more. So getting close to the airport, close the door, maintain a sterile cockpit. Everything's looking good right now. Cabin air is still good, so we're perfect there. About 42 out from the field. We're gonna sync the heading. So at least get that on track with us for right now, just so we can have that up and running. Just a little quicker than not, so. And we'll bring it down to 3,000 at this point. Just at least start getting down to a nice lower altitude. Do you have any of the sponsors' ideas before starting? There were a few sponsor ideas that like I wanted to go with, but I never did. Like I wanted to be sponsored by Pepsi because that's my soft drink of choice. I never did go with that. I was thinking about like an airline sponsorship, but airlines don't predominantly. There's been a few airlines in history to sponsor a race car. Particularly, there was Piedmont back in the day with I think Bobby Labonte. Terry Labonte, one of the two, one of the Labonis. Piedmont had sponsored a race car. Allegiant, I believe, still currently sponsors a truck series car. I don't recall many other airlines doing sponsorships like that. It's kind of tough for airlines to sponsor a race car, particularly due to when the car crashes. It doesn't look good on their branding to, you know, have a race car out there and then suddenly the race car crashes. And then your branding is scattered everywhere, and people might associate a bad crash with that airline. So, because I do have a Southwest Airlines Dodge Charger I painted up on a 09 mod, which I love, and I might run for a season or two, just to say it happened. But did American Airlines sponsor a car? Hold on a sec. I believe you. I just don't remember that. American Airlines race car. Oh, apparently US Air also sponsored a race car. I don't see him. Oh, yeah. Yep, I see it now. American Airlines, a New Zealand race car. Yeah, Piedmont and US Air, as well as Allegiant, have sponsored race cars, as far as I'm aware. So, yep, Brent, when he sponsored me, I was sponsored by Bombardier, which they do a lot of things. They make snowmobiles, sleds, ATVs. They do make aircraft. They make a lot of things. A lot of utility-related items. So we're going to set the decision height around 500. Alright, we'll do 600 just before we jump on the approach. So I am just going to let you know. I've never really landed a Beechcraft before. I'm getting real close. Need to. Bring it down a little quicker than we currently are. Yeah, possibly, and that's, again, if I do get an airline sponsorship. Like I said, I'm not entirely certain if that's the route I want to head, but there's the airport. So we're going to make a right turn right now to 070. So we're going to head away from the airport just a little bit. Alright, 6,000. A little tough to see the airport right now. Just 'cause it's way out over there somewhere. We're going to turn back to 050 at this point. I hope a wind's coming. I mean, I'm getting there. So the airport should be somewhere. So it'll be like almost off to my left. And once again, how to find an emo in a crowd. Oh, where are you? So we're gonna kind of make an... Actually, we are configured at this point. Make a right turn, because we are at our altitude that we need to be at, but we're gonna make a right turn to the east for right now. Just kind of start to slow down. Should have started a little sooner with the descent, so maybe I should have come out over the lake, but we didn't. That's fine. We're just gonna kind of make a little bit of a series of turns real quick. So we're leveling here at 2,500. We're gonna slow up to about 160 before we join the approach. So we're flying away from the field right now. I'm gonna gather out the approach checklist.
Surface de-ice.
I don't want to do that yet, so hold on. We are gonna make our 360 back.
As required.
While we're turning.
Auto feather.
Keep it coming, keep it coming.
Check and arm. Fuel balance. Check. Pressurization. Check. Environmental bleed air. Low. Cabin sign. On. Cabin condition. Secure. Exterior lights. As required. Landing data. Review. Approach briefing. Complete. Altitude alerter and radar altimeters.
It's set to 600.
Set. Flaps.
Flaps up.
Approach. Approach checklist. Complete.
Alright, so the airport's gonna be a slightly off to my right. It's still out and ahead. Which, there it is over there. So we're gonna take the autopilot off. So the aircraft is now mine. I got manual control over the airplane. So we're gonna go before landing gear. Not yet. Okay.
Down 3 green. Approach speeds. Confirm. Exterior lights. As required. Radar. Standby as required. Surface de-ice. As required. Engine anti-ice.
It's on.
Consider. Before landing checklist. Complete.
Trying to look for the field. Trying to look. A little off to our left. Let's see.
1,000 feet to minimums.
10-4. Roger. Airport. There it is. We are low, so we're gonna bring it up.
Landing gear. Confirm 3 green. Pressurization differential. Check 0. Flaps. Down. Yaw down. Off.
Feet to minimums.
I think we're about 5 miles out. Richmond County traffic, King Air, November Mike Echo, 5 mile far away, runway 32, Richmond County. Alright, so we're still low. I need to get that back up. Need to get up. We are off center line and we're low, so we need to bring it to the right some. So with turboprops, I can remember to fly it on. I can't just go straight to idle. And, you know, so something I also need to remember is we can always go around. So I see your comment down there right now, Size. We're going to go sterile cockpit for landing. Answer everything on the ground. Feels like I got a little bit of a wind.
Feet to minimums.
Roger. A little low. Bring it back up. Unfamiliar airport. We can be on that glide path. Alright, final checklist. Gump gear down, locked. Gas is set. Mixture is full rich and props are full forward. The only checklist you ever need, you'll always be fine.
200 feet to minimums.
Roger.
100 feet to minimums. Minimums.
Continuing. A little low, that's fine. Power makes lift, pitch controls airspeed. Come on. Alright, start aiming for the numbers.
Feet. 50 feet.
A little bit of a floater, that's fine. Fly it on. Come on, right here. Yeah, I went a lot farther than I should have.
Knots.
But we're down. And we made my turn off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Richmond County. Or Richmond County, I'm sorry. Flaps are coming up. He's back to low idle. Landing lights are off, strobe is off. Way that's speaking. Strobe is off now. So we'll go through an after landing checklist here in a moment. We're going to shut the just on standby. It wasn't a terrible landing. I wouldn't say is my best ever. Definitely had a bit of a float there. We can look at that here in a moment. Maybe you could partner with Beechcraft and American Airlines for your 2001. Yeah, American's gonna be coming fresh off of losing 2 aircraft, so I don't imagine they're gonna be looking to spend money. Caution, everyone. All right, parking brake set. We're gonna go through the after landing checklist real quick. So after landing,
Engine anti-ice.
it's on.
Confirm on. Auto ignition.
Off.
Off. Exterior lights.
We're good there.
As required. Ice protection. Off. Brake de-ice. Cycle. Flaps.
Confirmed up.
Up. Trim. Set. Transponder. Standby and off. Radar. Standby and off. Bleed air valves. Anveer off. Pressurization differential. Verify 0. After landing checklist. Complete. Parking brake.
Set.
Set.
I think Beechcraft
Electric
would be.
heat.
Electric heat is coming off. Aft
Off.
heat.
Auto feather.
Off.
Off.
Oh, okay.
Exterior lights. As required. FMS. Off. EFIS power switches. Off. Oxygen control handles. Off. Instrument emergency lights. Nighttime. On. Battery. Charged. Avionics master. Off. Inverters. Off. Aft heat. Off. Vent blowers. Auto and off. Cabin temp mode.
Yep, we're in North Carolina now.
Off. ITT. Stabilized. Power levers. Flight idle. Condition levers. Fuel cutoff. Prop levers. Feather. Pilot subpanel switches.
So we're just gonna pause this and go good.
Left and right off.
So that's good. Go beacon. Have them put the chocks in. Go generator. Throw that online. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in North Carolina. We are in Rockingham. We finally made it. So we're gonna probably head up to Portland. Gotta drop Allison off. She's not joining us for the race here in Rockingham. She has to return for some business-related items. But we made it. We are on the ground. So this is where I'm going to take a quick break and such and get ready for the next stream. Or I might just go ahead and stream in all one foul swoop. But we made it. We are here. Yeah, that was a pretty decent flight. I like that. This is actually a fun little plane. But thank you for joining us, guys. I do appreciate you. Like I said, we're gonna run Allison up to Portland, get her back up to Maine. Like I said, for some business-related items. So we're taking at least one individual up on the plane. Guess I'm the company pilot and such, and then I might return to Richmond on my own terms. So probably won't stream that at least. I don't know. I might for the journey up to Portland, but. Anyways, I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy.